Hello everybody, welcome to another Nephilim build. Today we're going to freeze the competition as Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. Also, you might be wondering, is this going to be Bi-Han or Kuai Liang? The answer is, it's going to be Sub-Zero. With that said, let's start with ability scores. Using the standard point array, we'll put the 15 to Charisma. He's the coolest character in the series. Next we'll put the 14 to Strength and the 13 to Constitution. You've got to be tough to survive in this game. We'll put the 12 into Dexterity for AC, and then the 10 and 8 into Wisdom and Intelligence respectively. We don't need either, but Wisdom saves are more common. For race, Sub-Zero is half human, half Cryomancer, which is apparently an actual separate race from Edenia. But since they look exactly like humans anyway, we'll just use Variant Human. We'll put our increases into Charisma and Constitution, take the Tough Feat, and pick Stealth. He is a ninja. We'll also speak Common and Primordial. We'll take the Mercenary Veteran background, getting Mercenary Life, Athletics and Persuasion, Dice, and Land Vehicles. Fun fact, he has an ice cream truck. Moving on to class, we're going to start off as a fighter. We'll get Strength and Constitution saving throws, pick Intimidation and Perception for skills, and be proficient with all weapons, armor, and shields. At level 1, we'll get Second Wind in our fighting style, taking Unarmed Fighting. We're now going to multiclass to Clockwork Soul Sorcerer. I don't think it's been revealed how Cryomancers came to be, so I'm just going to say Chronica did it. We'll get Restore Balance and call it a combo breaker. Trust me, there's a reason I'm doing this subclass. We'll start with 4 cantrips, taking Ray of Frost and Frostbite for some ice blasts. We'll also take Blade Ward and Tree Strike to fill the slots. We'll automatically get Protection from Evil and Good and Alarm, but we'll be swapping Alarm out for Armor of Agathys, because this subclass can do that. This will basically be our ice clone, just pretend you're dropping it when someone hits you. Getting this spell in a way that made sense for the character was harder than you'd think. We'll also get 2 other spells, taking Grease for an Ice Floor and Mage Armor for better base AC. At level 2 we'll get Font of Magic and take Shield for Barrier of Frost. At level 3 we'll get Meta Magic, taking Empowered Spell and Quicken Spell. We'll get Aid and Lesser Restoration, ignore the second one, and we'll take Ice Knife. Yes, we'll be taking rhymes, but I wanted to get our last first level spell out of the way. At level 4 we'll take the Elemental Adept feat for Cold and take Prestidigitation to make a Rainbow of Friendship. We'll also take Rhymes Binding Ice for a bigger Ice Blast. There, happy? Back to Fighter. At level 2 we'll get Action Surge, and level 3 we'll get our Martial Archetype. We're going to go with Battle Master, getting Cook's Utensils to make ice cream for our ice cream truck. Or would that be brewer supplies? I'll also get our superiority dice and maneuvers, taking Grappling Strike, Pushing Attack, and Trip Attack for the fighting game staples. At level 4 we'll raise our strength, at level 5 we'll get extra attack, and level 6 we'll raise our strength again. Back to Sorcerer. At level 5 we'll get Magical Guidance. We'll also get Dispel Magic, which we'll ignore, and Protection from Energy. We'll also take Spirit Shroud. Sometimes I forget this has a cold option. I don't know why it has a cold option, but now we have Frosty Punches. At level 6 we'll get Bastion of Law, which we'll call Ice Aura since both reduce damage. We'll also take Misty Step for Tombstone Teleport. Honestly forgot he had this. At level 7 we'll get Freedom of Movement and Summon Construct to call in Sector, Cyrax, Smoke, or Frost. We'll also take Ice Storm for a really big Ice Blast. At level 8 we'll raise Charisma and take Fire Shield for the cold option. I don't know why it has a cold option, but now our ice clone is stronger. Back to Fighter. At level 7 we'll get Know Your Enemy, another superiority die, and 2 more maneuvers. We'll take Ambush to hit first and Lunging Attack. At level 8 we'll cap our strength, and level 9 we'll get Indomitable. At level 10 we'll get D10 superiority dice and 2 more maneuvers, taking Rally and Commanding Presence. At level 11 we'll get another extra attack, and at level 12 we'll cap our Charisma. Now that we're level 20, we finally have our modifiers. For Inventory we'll take an Amulet for a spellcasting focus and call it the Dragon Medallion. Our AC with Mage Armor is 14, our Room Speed is 30, and our average HP is 188 with 8d6 and 12d10 hit dice. And with that, we are done. Now what can this build do? To start, we've got a lot of magical AoE damage, most of which also locks down movement. We've also got good magical melee damage with 3 Spirit Shroud attacks per turn and our maneuvers. And even though our AC sucks, neither Armor of Agathys nor Fire Shield require concentration, meaning most people are gonna think twice about punching you. It's actually kinda funny, as long as you're in melee, the low AC actually lets you do more damage. For weaknesses, it takes a couple of turns to get Spirit Shroud, Fire Shield, and Armor of Agathys up. Also, that's both of your 4th level slots, assuming you upcath Agathys, which you should, and a 3rd level right out the gate. And you'd ideally be quickening them to keep your combo up, so you're burning through resources very quickly. And even though intelligence saves are pretty rare, they are devastating when they do show up. Weaknesses aside, you'll be giving your enemies the cold shoulder. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel, there's a link to my Patreon down in the description. $1 a month gives you 2-day early access to my videos, a chance to vote for future characters, and access to all of my homebrew content. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next week when I make 2B from Nier Automata.